My dear student, last class I taught you a poem, Blowing the Wind. Am I right? So in the poem I have explained everything, and I think all of you have read 4 or 5 times. Am I right? Yes. Then from this poem, in examination 6 or 8 lines will be given, and below you can expect 4 or 5 questions. You have to answer it. Another one, you may be asked to prepare a review of the poem. Review. All of you know how to prepare a review. You will be asked to prepare a review of the poem. Then, first of all, you write 1 or 2 sentences about the poet. Write 1 or 2 sentences about the poet. Then, you have to write what is the theme of the poem. Theme of the poem. ആ കവിതയുടെ ഇതിവൃത്തം എന്തെന്ന് എഴുതി. You can write it within 2 or 3 or 1 or 2 as you like it. You can explain it. Then paraphrasing. Paraphrasing. All of you know how to make this paraphrasing. Lines are given there, and you have to write in a prose order. അപ്പോൾ പദ്യരൂപത്തിൽ തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ഗദ്യരൂപത്തിലാക്കുക. You have changed it. Then next you give and the lyrical qualities. You must write lyrical qualities. So the poet uses so many ways to enhance the lyrical qualities. All of you know that. Word pictures will be there, bimbangal, to make the picture, make it more beautiful or attractive. And visual image may be there. Then auditory image may be there. Tactile image. All of you know 5 types of images may be there. Then another poetic craft you may find it there. Alliterations may be there. Then personifications may be there. Then assonance may be there. So you have to write 2 or 3 sentences about those things also. If it is possible, point it out. Point out it. Okay. Understand? Then, and what are the poetic crafts devices to enhance, that means lyrical quality? കവിതയുടെ മനോഹാരിത വർദ്ധിപ്പിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി the poet uses certain what you say that certain literary language, a beautiful one, and you can see there simile may be there, metaphor may be there, personification may be there. If it is there, you have to point it, you have to take it. Then after that you write a conclusion. In such a way you can prepare a review of the poem. So you pass on to next page. We finished the poem. Then activities are given there. So some important activities are there. Without living we can't study further, because those are important activities. Examination you may get 2 or 3 marks from there. The possibility is there, so we can't leave it. Come on. Come to text. Whenever you attend the online class, text and with you a notebook, pen and everything. You should be ready to take down certain points. Then read the following sentences and place them along appropriate then headings in the box. Look at there. And we are asked, a box is given here, statements and questions. All of you There are different types of sentences. All of you know what is a sentence. Sentence എന്താണെന്ന് എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാം. സെൻറ്റൻസ് ഒരേ രീതിയിലല്ല. Statement, that is declarative sentence or assertive sentence, you are so familiar. Statements, okay. Then interrogative sentence, that is used for asking question. Where are you going? What are you doing? This type of sentences, interrogatives. Then imperative sentence. You are so familiar. Imperative sentence. Imperative sentences are used for asking request, advice, command, and invitation, and all these type of sentences. Prayer, everything could come there. Order comes there, then request comes there, and also then advice comes there, prayer comes there. These type of sentences are called proposals. Yes, these kinds of sentences are called imperative sentence. And the last one, exclamatory sentence. All of you know exclamatory, to express our feelings. Oh, what a wonderful picture it was. So we express our feeling. നമ്മുടെ വികാരങ്ങൾ നമുക്കുണ്ടാകുന്ന വിക്ഷോഭങ്ങളൊക്കെ പ്രകടിപ്പിക്കാൻ ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ഒന്നാണ് എക്സ്ക്ലമേറ്ററി സെൻറ്റൻസ്. Here you are asked two types of sentences are given here. Statements are here, then questions are here. You are asked to separate them. You know, had they finished shooting? Then you have, it is a question, then you fill that column. Okay. Their training had not gone very bad. Statement. The shorts were too dark. The shorts were too dark. Okay. Then, do you think it is easy to set the animal free in the bamboo grove? It is a question. All of you know there will be a question mark. Then, Goopy is banished by the king. Statement. And could a tiger from Part circus do this job? It is also a question. Then Part circus has two tigers with the statement. Mr. Thorat was the ringmaster. Statement. Paga has also been banished. Statement. And were all our plans going to go down the road? It is also right. It is also a question. Understand? About statement you can then. Here come on. The B. Analyze the statement. What you have listed in the activity. Identify the verbs in them and put them in the appropriate main verb and auxiliary. അപ്പോൾ analyze the statement that you have listed in the activity. Identify the verbs in them and put them in the appropriate column. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് തന്നിരിക്കുന്ന ഈ സെൻറ്റൻസിനെ എന്ത് ചെയ്യുക? തിരിക്കുക. Verb phrase എടുക്കുക. A statement. You know a statement. All of you, first of all, take sentence 1. Their training had not gone very bad. Their training had not gone very bad. Second sentence is, first one a question. Then, had their training had not gone very bad. So you can divide this sentence into two. You know a sentence, subject and predicate there. Subject and predicate will. Their training. അപ്പോൾ അതിനെ രണ്ടായി വിഭജിക്കുമ്പോൾ ക്രിയയ്ക്ക് മുന്നിൽ വെച്ച് വിഭജിക്കണം. അപ്പോൾ their training, you put a slash there, then that is the subject part. Subject part is called noun phrase. Subject part is called noun phrase. Subject part is called noun phrase. Okay? Oh. Their training had not gone very bad. There. I shall write here. There. Their training had not gone. Their training had not gone very bad. Very bad. Very bad. It is a sentence. A sentence contains, subject and predicate. How will you separate it? Before the verb, we shall put a slash. This is subject part. This is predicate part. Subject part, it is called noun phrase. It is called noun phrase. A subject part can be called noun phrase. ഈ സബ്ജക്റ്റിനെ തന്നെ വരുന്ന സബ്ജക്റ്റ് വരുന്ന ഭാഗത്തെ തന്നെ എന്ന് വിളിക്കാം noun phrase. Noun phrase. You have studied it. You have studied it in 9th standard. I think all of you have. Then you please refer your 9th standard text and you will find there. Okay. Their training had not gone. This is the verb part. അതായത് predicate. വെർബ് മുതൽ തുടങ്ങുന്ന ഭാഗമാണ് അതിനെന്താ പറയുന്നത് predicate. So we can call it a verb phrase. Verb phrase. Verb phrase. Verb phrase. Verb phrase. PP. Noun phrase. NP. Noun phrase-നെ സിമ്പിൾ ആയിട്ട് പറയാം NP. Noun phrase. Verb phrase-നെ BP. Noun phrase and verb phrase. അപ്പോൾ noun phrase എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ noun phrase എന്താണെന്ന് അറിയാം. Noun phrase can be a noun or a pronoun or a group of words that does the function of a noun. You have learned it. I don't know how many of you remember it. You go back. Then a noun phrase can be a noun. Can be a noun. ഒരു നാമമാകാം. Or a pronoun. ഒരു സർവനാമമാകാം. Or a group of words. അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു കൂട്ടം വാക്കുകളാകാം. എങ്ങനെയുള്ള വാക്കുകൾ? That does the function of a noun. നാമത്തിൻ്റെ ധർമ്മം നിർവഹിക്കുന്ന ഒരു കൂട്ടം വാക്കുകളുമാകാം. നാമത്തിൻ്റെ ധർമ്മം നിർവഹിക്കുന്ന ഒരു കൂട്ടം വാക്കുകളുമാകാം. ഏതാണ്? noun phrase. അപ്പോൾ അതിനെ തന്നെയാണ് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നത് സബ്ജക്റ്റ് പാർട്ട്. സബ്ജക്റ്റ് പാർട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെ സെപ്പറേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? യു നോ ദാറ്റ് ബിഫോർ ദ verb part put a slash. അപ്പോൾ ആ സ്ലാഷിന് മുന്നിൽ നിൽക്കുന്നത് noun phrase-ഉം സ്ലാഷിന് ശേഷം വരുന്ന ക്രിയയോടൊപ്പം വരുന്ന പാർട്ടിനെ എന്താ പറയും? verb. അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ്? verb phrase എന്ന് പറയും. അപ്പോൾ വെർബ് ഫ്രൈസിനെ നമുക്ക് അവിടെ കാണുവാൻ കഴിയും. അണ്ടർസ്റ്റാൻഡ് ദാറ്റ്? വെർബ് ഫ്രൈസ്. ഓക്കെ. അപ്പോൾ വെർബ് ഫ്രൈസ് നിങ്ങൾ നേരത്തെ പഠിച്ചില്ലേ. വെർബ് ഫ്രൈസ് കൺസിസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് എ ഹെൽപ്പിംഗ് വെർബ് ആൻഡ് മെയിൻ വെർബ്. ഹെൽപ്പിംഗ് വെർബ് ആൻഡ് മെയിൻ വെർബ് വിച്ച് മേ ഓർ മേ നോട്ട് ബി ഫോളോഡ് ബൈ അതർ വേർഡ്സ്. കണ്ടോ? അപ്പോൾ വെർബ് ഫ്രൈസ് consists of a helping verb. All of you know helping verb. Helping verb and main verb. Main verb which may be or may not be followed by other words. അപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഹെൽപ്പിംഗ് വെർബ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു പൂർണ്ണക്രിയ ഫൈനൈറ്റ് വെർബും ചേർന്നത് അതിനോടൊപ്പം മറ്റ് പദങ്ങൾ വരികയോ വരാതിരിക്കുകയോ ചെയ്യാം. വരികയോ വരാതിരിക്കുകയോ ചെയ്യാം. അതാണ് വെർബ് ഫ്രൈസ്. ഇപ്പോൾ വെർബ് ഫ്രൈസ് ആകുന്നതിന് ഒരു ക്രിയ മാത്രം മതി. ക്രിയ മാത്രം. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, രാമു കംസ്. രാമു വരുന്നു. ഹൗ മെനി വേർഡ്സ് ആർ? രാമു ഈസ് ദെയർ, കംസ് ഈസ് ദെയർ. രാമു സബ്ജക്റ്റ്, കംസ് വെർബ്. അപ്പോൾ ടു words are there. Ramu comes. Understand? അപ്പോൾ ഒരു ഹെൽപ്പിംഗ് വെർബ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ മെയിൻ വെർബും അതിനോടൊപ്പം മറ്റ് പദങ്ങൾ വരികയോ വരാതിരിക്കുകയോ ചെയ്യാം. രണ്ടിനും സാധ്യത ഉണ്ട്. രണ്ടിനും സാധ്യത ഉണ്ട്. അതാണ് അതിൻ്റെ പ്രത്യേകത. മനസ്സിലായി? രണ്ടിനും സാധ്യത ഉണ്ട്. ഓക്കെ. സോ ഹിയർ അപ്പോൾ യു വിൽ ഡു ഇറ്റ് മെയിൻ വെർബ് and also analyze and the statement that you have listed in the activity identify the verb. Understand? Identify the verbs in them and put them in the appropriate column according to their function as main verbs are here. So, how many sentences are here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 sentences are here. So, shall we take it? Okay. And where statements are here, questions are. Take the statements then. Statements, take the statement. Their training had not gone. Their training had not gone is very bad. That is the verb phrase. Verb phrase. Then you have to take from there which are main verb and auxiliary. Main verb and auxiliary verb you have to select. Then the main verb, which one is the main verb? Gone is the main verb. Which one is the auxiliary? Had. Then you have to write it there. Had. Then the shorts were too dark. The shorts were too dark. What is the were too dark? Were is the main verb. No auxiliary. Where is an auxiliary verb? You have learned it. It is an auxiliary verb. At the same time, it works the function of a main verb. Here, the shorts were too dark. വളരെ dark ആയിരുന്നു എന്ന്. അപ്പോൾ here it works as an finite verb. Therefore, you write in the column of main verb. And Goopy is banished by the king. Goopy is banished by the king. There also you Goopy subject is banished by the king is the verb phrase. There is the verb is banished. Banished is the main verb and is the auxiliary. Then Farther circus has 2 tigers with the. Farther circus has 2 tigers with the. Farther circus has 2 tigers with. There has is there. And has is the main verb and no auxiliary. If you want, you can write it has it. About this has works as main verb and auxiliary verb. You know the primary auxiliaries work as an auxiliary verb, do the function of an auxiliary. At the same time, it works as a finite. രണ്ട് ധർമ്മവും നിർവഹിക്കുന്നതാണ് ഏത് primary auxiliaries. All of you know how many auxiliary verbs are? 24. 11 primary auxiliaries. Primary auxiliary verbs are 11. All of you know that. Primary auxiliary 11 is, am, or, was, were, has, have, had, do, does. These are the primary. But the primary auxiliary verbs are the most important in that family, auxiliary verbs family. Why? Because this verb, the primary auxiliary verbs work as an auxiliary at the same time. It works a finite verb. Understand? Finite verb. Then modal auxiliaries. We are going to see modal auxiliaries. Here it is given here. We shall explain that. Then next, Goopy is banished. Then Farther circus has 2 tiger 2. That is the main verb. Okay. Mr. Thorad was the ringmaster of the circus. Was. That is the main verb. Bhaga has also been banished. Has been banished. Has been banished. Banished is the main verb. And has been, has. That is the auxiliary verb. Has been. The auxiliary verb has. Okay. This is it. Then fill in the blanks with the suitable verbs. That you can do that. They dash. Planning something different. They are planning something different. They are planning. We can write it. They are planning. If you take from there also, or they are planning. They are planning. That the planning is here. We add one verb. Fill in the blank suitable verbs. And they were planning something different. He was reading a book when I visited. Was reading. Was reading. There also, was reading. Was is an auxiliary verb. Reading is the main verb. Then they were planning. Were. is the auxiliary verb and planning is the main verb. In such a way, you can do that. Okay. But the rest you can do it. No need of further explanation. You try to understand and do and practice. Then come to fill in the blank columns in the below. One is done for you. Modal auxiliaries. You know how many modal auxiliaries are there? You are so familiar with it. But I don't know how many of you remember even now. Because we didn't have vacation class. നമുക്ക് വെക്കേഷൻ ക്ലാസ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നെങ്കിൽ we will teach you once again those things. Okay. 13 verbs are there, modal auxiliaries. And they have also many functions. So many functions. Will is given and its functions are given here. Functions. Making predictions. This verb is used for predictions. Offering to do something. Task. Offering to do something. Then expressing determination. For example, I will come tomorrow. I will come tomorrow. I will visit you tomorrow. Okay. Expressing determination. Okay. Then making a formal request. Will you help me? Will you help me? Then denoting future action. Future. But you know that will and shall, two verbs are used for making future tense. Future tense. Exactly. Then would. So you try to collect it. I shall give you some few verbs here. We don't have much time to express. Would express desires. One thing, for expressing desires it is used. ആഗ്രഹങ്ങൾ നിറവേറ്റും. എക്സ്പ്രസ് ഇൻറ്റൻഷൻ, നമ്മുടെ ഉദ്ദേശം ലക്ഷ്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ പറയാൻ. വിഷ്, മേക്ക് പൊളൈറ്റ് റിക്വസ്റ്റ്. മേക്ക് പൊളൈറ്റ് റിക്വസ്റ്റ്. വുഡ് യു കം വിത്ത് മീ? വുഡ് യു ഹെൽപ്പ് മീ? കണ്ടോ? വുഡ് യു ലെൻഡ് യു എ പെൻസിൽ? So in this way it is used to. And the shall. Shall indicate future action. That means will and shall, two verbs used for making future tense. എല്ലാവർക്കും അറിയാം ഭാവി കാല നിർമ്മാണത്തിന് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന രണ്ട് ക്രിയകളാണ്. Shall. Suggestion. നിർദ്ദേശങ്ങൾ. Suggestion. Then promises. അതിലും ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്നത്. Suggestions and promises. Then should give advice. ഉപദേശം നൽകുവാൻ ഷുഡ് ഉപയോഗിക്കും. പിന്നെ പോകരുത്, ചില ആജ്ഞാരൂപങ്ങളിലും അത് ഉപയോഗിക്കാറുണ്ട്. ദെൻ ക്യാൻ, അളവിന്. ഐ ക്യാൻ ലിഫ്റ്റ് ദ ടേബിൾ. ഇതിനെക്കാണ് ഇത് ക്യാൻ, എബിലിറ്റി, കഴിവിനെക്കാണ്. ഐ ക്യാൻ ലിഫ്റ്റ് ദ ടേബിൾ. ദെൻ പെർമിഷൻ. ക്യാൻ, പെർമിഷൻ ആൻഡ് പോസിബിലിറ്റി. അടുത്ത കുഡ്. എബിലിറ്റി ഇൻ ദ പാസ്റ്റ്. നേരത്തെ കണ്ട് നമ്മൾ എബിലിറ്റി എന്നാണ്. ഇത് പാസ്റ്റ് ക്യാൻ. അപ്പോൾ കുഡ് ഈസ് ദ പാസ്റ്റ് ഫോം ഓഫ് ക്യാൻ. ക്യാനിൻ്റെ പാസ്റ്റ് ഫോമാണ് കുഡ്. മേ, ഇറ്റ് മേ റെയിൻ. വി ഷാൽ സേ പോസിബിലിറ്റി, ഇറ്റ് മേ റെയിൻ ടുഡേ. മഴ പെയ്തേക്കാം. പെർമിഷൻ, മേ ഐ കം ഇൻ സർ? മേ ഐ ഗെറ്റ് ഇൻ ദ ക്ലാസ്? ഞാൻ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ കയറട്ടെ? ഇറ്റ്സ് ആൾസോ ആസ്ക്ഡ് പെർമിഷൻ. മേ ഈസ് ആൾസോ asked for permission. May. Might, that is the past form of may. Might and possibility and probability, sambhavyata, സാധ്യതയെ കാണിക്കുന്നു. Might. Must, strong obligation, കടമ, കടപ്പാട്, അതാണ് must. For example, a policeman must wear his uniform when he is on duty. ഡ്യൂട്ടിയിലായിരിക്കുമ്പോൾ പോലീസുകാരൻ അവൻ്റെ യൂണിഫോം ധരിച്ചിരിക്കണം. എ സ്റ്റുഡൻറ് ഇൻ ദ ക്ലാസ് ഇൻ സ്കൂൾ ആൻഡ് മസ്റ്റ് വിയർ ഹിസ് ഓർ ഹെർ യൂണിഫോം. ക്ലാസ്സിലാണെങ്കിൽ യൂണിഫോം ധരിച്ച് തന്നെ എത്തണം. ഓക്കെ, മസ്റ്റ്. നീഡ്, നെസസിറ്റി ഓർ ഓബ്ലിഗേഷൻ, അതുപോലെ ആവശ്യകത. ഐ നീഡ് സം ഹെൽപ്പ്, എനിക്ക് സഹായം ആവശ്യമായി. ഐ നീഡ് സം മണി. ഓക്കെ, ഓബ്ലിഗേഷൻ. ഡയർ, ധൈര്യപ്പെടുക. നമ്മൾ പറയും ടു ചലഞ്ച്. കണ്ടോ, ടു ചലഞ്ച്, ധൈര്യപ്പെടുക. ഹു ഡയർ ടു wound you? ആരാ നിന്നെ മുറിവേൽപ്പിക്കാൻ ധൈര്യപ്പെട്ടവൻ? Who dared to? Ought to. It is also obligation and you ought to go there. You ought to visit your grandfather. നീ നിന്റെ അപ്പൂപ്പനെ കാണേണ്ടതായിരുന്നു. That means it is your duty. Used to. That means habitual action. നമ്മൾ നിരന്തരമായി ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്രവൃത്തി. He used to drink milk when he was in primary class. Primary ക്ലാസ്സിലായിരുന്നപ്പോൾ അവൻ പതിവായി പാല് കുടിക്കും. He used to play cricket. കണ്ടോ, പതിവായി ക്രിക്കറ്റ് കളി. So in such a way it is used. Now consider the questions you have listed section A. Had they finished the shooting? Understand? Had they finished their shooting? So here you see that the question begins with an auxiliary verb. With an question. And different types of questions you are familiar, so familiar. Yes or no questions are there, WH questions are there. WH questions are there, yes or no questions are there. Yes or no question is very easy to form. You can form yes or no question very easy. Now consider the questions you have listed in section A. Had they finished the shooting? How will you answer this question? Had they finished the shooting? Our shooting തീർത്തോ? But answer yes. They had finished the shooting. Yes. But the answer will be yes or no. Both can happen. Maybe. The answer may be a yes or no. അപ്പോൾ നെഗറ്റീവ് ആയിട്ടും വരാം, പോസിറ്റീവ് ആൻസർ. ഏതായിരുന്നാലും ശരി, ഇങ്ങനെ ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്ന ആൻഡ് ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഈസ് ഫോംഡ് യൂസിങ് ആൻ ആക്സിലറി. ദ ആക്സിലറി വെർബ് കംസ് ഫസ്റ്റ്. സഹായക ക്രിയ ഏറ്റവും മുന്നിൽ. അപ്പോൾ all of you know what are the auxiliary verb or helping verb. You have seen 13 helping verbs. Now you have those verbs are called modal auxiliary. And also before that I told you that 11 primary auxiliaries, those are very important verbs. Is, am, or, was, where. Is, am, or, was, where. Has, have, had. Do, does, did. Do, does, did. Have, has, had. Those are primary. 11 പേരുണ്ട് primary auxiliary. Modal auxiliaries there are 30. The modal auxiliaries are given here. 13 verbs are given here. Understand? Learn it and study it. Because it is you need those verbs for forming questions and making polite requests and so many things. Okay, there. Yes or no, finished the shooting. You have finished the shooting. Then, no, they hadn't finished. So, both ways you can give the answer. You can give the answer in both ways. രണ്ട് വിധത്തിലും താങ്കൾക്ക് ആൻസർ കൊടുക്കുവാൻ സാധിക്കും. And these type of questions are called yes or no question. You can fill them. Those type of are called yes or no questions. Those are called yes or no questions. Read the following sentence. They are going to Madras. You can form a question. Are they going to Madras? Are they going to Madras? Then Nandu was working all night. Was Nandu working all night? Was Nandu working all night? Was Nandu working all night? How do these questions begin? You have seen that. These questions begin. How do these questions begin?